Welcome to the Dreamlands. We're back in the deserts of Kharak. Got a 1v1 to check out this time around on the good old Torin crater map. And we're going to have a Coalition versus Knef matchup, which is awesome. One of my favorite matchups. And we've got good old Garmulator. Once again, you guys remember him perhaps from my last 2v2 cast. And he is going to be going up against a player that's making their debut on the channel. So that's pretty exciting. Let's get our bearings here. Again, this is going to be east-west. Alright, that's cool. So we're down on the west side of the map. Spawning on the west side, making their debut on the channel, it is going to be Catharsis, playing as the Knef. This is a player I really know nothing about. I've seen them around the Discord recently, quite often. And other than that, I've never played with or against this player, and I know nothing about them other than the fact that they consistently play 1v1 and they have had some really good games against some top players, so I expect to see some pretty cool things coming out of Catharsis playing as one of my favorite factions. That's awesome. Catharsis opponent spawning on the east side of the map, once again playing as the Coalition. It is going to be Garmulator, player. Both of these players I think are pretty new onto the scene. And from what I understand, they both play at fairly high levels. So I am pretty excited to see what's gonna go down in this game. Garmulator naturally has his base runner moving forward. I do know one thing about Garm is that he loves his turret rushes. And so we're pretty likely to see that opener from him. Gonna probably come out and pop down a turret somewhere around here. Followed up with some LAV harass, which is exactly what we see right now. A few LAVs streaming out onto the map. And what is our player Catharsis going to do? He's saturated his main. He's already saturated his first wreck bulkhead. No production cruiser refinery just yet. We do have sand skimmer fabrication done. A couple of skimmers streaming out onto the field looking to get some scouting information in. And surprisingly, he's held back his base runner. Is this because he's played Garm before and knows that blast drones are a pretty good counter to turrets? Now he has, pardon me, he has spotted the play. This skimmer is probably going to die. Maybe not. A couple of skimmers streaming out across the map. Is he going to move his base runner to react? We do have a single blast drone that has been produced and is currently sitting back here, so he does know what's up. The turret post goes down between the second and third as the LAVs continue to stream out across the map. Do we have any upgrades for them? Yeah, we do have the early armor upgrade, so this seems to be Garm's calling card. He gets a turret down as well as some heavy LAV harassment with 1 armor. A little bit of a timing push here coming out from him. What happened to that blast drone? Did it go down? That is the question. Knef missile going to be used to push off these LAVs while the sand skimmer, the one remaining sand skimmer, the one single blast drone, as well as the production cruiser and all of the salvagers from the wreck bulkhead are pulled back. Going to use his carrier to try and deal with this turret. Perhaps he must have tried that blast drone and I was just blind momentarily or something like that, so he must have tried to pop that turret with the blast drone and it probably got focused down by these LAVs. That is quite a number of LAVs, 7 of them, if I'm counting right. Yeah, 7 LAVs. So the Knef carrier is going to come forward, tank damage from the turret, and pop it off with 2 missiles. So no big deal. Just has to watch out for a little bit of a flank from these LAVs. Base runner turret already off cooldown. Is he going to try it again? We do have production cruiser refinery mode coming up, almost done, about 6 seconds more, and Catharsis will no longer have to worry about long hauling here. So there we go. Now this is exactly how you want to deal with a turret rushing player. You're going to rely on causing you to panic. And this is a pretty smart move, though. He's going to try and get a flank out with these LAVs while the base runner just pops in here. And is he going to try for another turret? Is the question. Catharsis might be in a bit of trouble here. There we go. He needs to get this blast drone. A single blast drone hit. Oh, there he goes. Beautifully played. That single blast drone probably just saved his ass big time. And killed 6 LAVs. So 150 CUs for 600. That was a beautiful trade. So, well, actually, I think, what has he lost in total here? Garmulator has lost 600 and Catharsis has lost 600. So absolutely neck and neck. But Catharsis is on 2 resource locations fully. A little bit ahead of Garm. Garm just got his first support cruiser out onto the field and is looking to get those salvagers mining at his first right bulkhead. So both players pretty darn close. Neck and neck in terms of units lost and pretty darn even in terms of economy. Garm wisely deciding not to throw down another turret, and if he did, I don't think he did because it's still off of cooldown. So wisely deciding not to throw down another turret, that would have been pretty bad. And retreating with his base runner. Very nicely handled by Catharsis. I'm quite impressed. If you ever get turret rushed, all you gotta do is deal with it with your carrier and just keep a cool head. Don't panic. Just bring your carrier over there, your carrier will kill it, and then you can go about your merry way as if nothing has happened. Another turret goes down here, blocking the 3rd, so Garm's really going in on this. I don't know if that's worthwhile, to be honest. That's 250 CUs just to delay mining for a very short period of time, because Catharsis has proven he knows how to deal with this kind of play. Now, on the back of that, we have double, pardon me, we've got double assault ships coming in for a little bit of harassment. We'll just triple LAVs for Garmulator. A second support cruiser, holy smokes. So this is really interesting play from Garm coming out of here. Super greed on the back of that turret play. Is it going to pay off? I don't know, because these 2 assault ships can do a horrific amount of economic damage in a very short period of time. Well, back at home, blast drones and this carrier can deal with an infinite amount of turret harass. And so we do have a couple of railguns out on the field for Garm, which is exactly what he needs. They're currently on the opposite side of the map from where he needs them, though, and he looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Possibly going to lose a couple of salvagers. No upgrades yet for the railguns, as well as none for the assault ships. Still sticking with a single armor upgrade. Ooh, just a single salvager goes down, though, by the looks of it. Railguns are about to get into position with an open line of sight onto these assault ships. Start pouring some fire into them. Beautiful play by Catharsis using this dune. Look at that. Perfectly done. Whoa, do we have interceptors already? We do, a full 6 interceptors. I like this play a lot from Catharsis. This is like how I like to play Knaf, directly for assault ships into interceptors, into siege cruisers, and use blast drones in the early game. Some nice micro as well. Is he going to go for a support cruiser snipe or railguns? I would like to see support cruiser personally. One railgun does go down, and as the strike fighters, or as the interceptors start pouring their fire onto the support cruisers, the assault ships make their play. Bounce across the dune and start pouring fire onto these salvagers. One support cruiser is definitely going to go down. Beautiful pickup. We also have the speed upgrade that just popped for Catharsis' interceptors. So 2 railguns as well as a support cruiser for the cost of 2 assault ships. Let's check out the units lost tab. So Garmulator sitting at 1900 CUs lost to Catharsis 1140. So Catharsis just eking out a little bit of an advantage at each stage in the game. Very beautiful plays coming out from him. We do have another base runner on the field. Did that other one get sniped? No. So we do have a second base runner in production from Garm. He is going to drop that first artifact of the game to take a 1-0 lead. A couple more assault ships moving out onto the map. We do have a single armor upgrade for them now. Hanging back with this base runner and a couple of blast drones just to defend. I don't know if he's spotted this turret. I don't think he has, or he would just send those blast drones around the side here to pick that off. We have another production cruiser. We have 2 more production cruisers in production. And these super fast interceptors coming out onto the field. Garm looking to grab 3 artifacts. This new base runner moving across the map to grab the closest one, and the last base runner going into mid. And with a missile battery on the field now, looks like the window of opportunity for these interceptors is closing fast. They choose to snipe that base runner. Very, very nicely done. While these assault ships go for the other one. Looks like Garm is about to lose both of his base runners. So both players currently sitting on 2 mining locations apiece. Garm trying to do a little bit of long hauling. He's going to lose another salvager for his trouble as these assault ships close off any potential for Garmulator to get ahead in terms of economy, and Catharsis looks to grab that artifact. Oh, this base runner survives still. Oh my goodness, look at how low hit points he's got, while these assault ships move in for a little bit of damage. Still just with the single armor upgrade, wants to get them on top of the salvagers as quickly as possible. With that little AoE that they have and the very high burst damage, they can burst down these salvagers pretty quickly. But some epic splits and epic heal micro coming out from Garm is going to save all of these salvagers. Good grief. That was epic. That was really gorgeous. So we do have the triple production cruisers now on the field for Catharsis, and it looks like he wants to set up his third while denying Garm's third. This base runner was about to try some turret shenanigans, perhaps. I don't know, but he thinks better of it and goes home. We do have 2 second support cruiser hits the field now. What's Garm doing on the back of that? Ooh, he's got a lot of carrier power. Currently 3 levels, all into weapons, and starting to mass up a pretty terrifying army of railguns. 5 railguns, 2 missile batteries, and 9 LAVs. Catharsis tying it up for a 1-1. And taking a little bit of an economic advantage for just a few moments, though. That second support cruiser making its way to the 3rd wreck site, and a almost full contingent of salvagers about to fully saturate that. What do we got over here? We got assault ships just pushing their way in here, forcing themselves over the dune. They are going to get taken down, but not before they take 2 railguns with them. So trading 2 assault ships for 2 railguns by the looks of it. Oh, is he going to get that last? He doesn't get the last railgun. Some beautiful micro coming out from both players. So trading 2 assault ships for a single railgun. Let's check out the units lost tab. I'm gonna have to keep looking at this because this game is so close that this is super important. 2450 units lost, CUs lost for Garm, and 2020, so pretty damn close. These interceptors coming in with some sick micro, gonna pick off 2 salvagers and not lose any. That speed upgrade being super, super useful. With a little bit of micro, they're gonna snipe this base runner as well. Are they? They aren't, because there are 2 missile batteries that have moved out to the middle of the map, 2 guarding the carrier. Do we have support cruiser anti-air? We do not. No, across the map and picking off more and more salvagers. All of these salvagers on this side of the map are going to go down, and it looks like Garm says, fuck this shit, I'm going to push into mid. So Garm has picked up a second artifact. It looks like there's really nothing that's going to prevent that from being hoisted all the way back to the extraction zone. So Garm looking to take a 2-1 lead. Assault ships guarding each of the mining locations. That's not a bad idea. And we've got 2 siege cruisers coming out of the forward Knef carrier. I love this kind of play. Look at that. Oh, these units are just so damn gorgeous. Getting a little bit of screen tearing, I don't know why. I was screwing about with my OBS software earlier on, trying to get the Homeworld Remastered to work, because I do have a Observer mode mod, and so I want to start casting that game, but I was having some severe issues with OBS software, causing like severe lag in Homeworld Remastered for some unknown reason. So I was screwing around with that, and maybe I did something to my G-Sync settings or something while I was testing, and so that's borked. So if you see screen tearing, I do apologize for that. Garm with a big push coming out on the left flank. Oh, and a cruise missile. Beautifully dodged, though, by Catharsis. I was blathering on about some stupid shit, and I almost missed some really sick action. Beautiful dodge by Catharsis. He is on the ball here. However, he looks like he's in a bit of trouble on this left side. Gonna bring back his carrier, and now the triple siege cruisers that are on the map gonna launch their barrages over top of these mountains. And with no armor upgrades, that could cause a huge problem for these railguns. Even in the face of a giant push on this left flank, as well as a cruise missile onto his main, Catharsis' reactions have been pretty darn good. Didn't lose any of his production cruisers, and now he's raining down hell on these LAVs and railguns. What the hell is Garm doing? He does not want to push in here with these LAVs. That is a very, very bad move. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. That's why you don't do that.
Interceptor, ready launch.
Enemy missile battery within sensor range. Enemy armor detected. Hostile railgun detected to the west. Fire. Ready for operations.
Garm's entire army pretty much got decimated. And what is Catharsis sitting on? He's sitting on just 5 interceptors, 3 siege cruisers, and a bunch of assault ships. Still these 2 blast drones sitting back there. Not a bad idea. Catharsis looks like he is not in a hurry. He is just answering all of Garmulator's plays very calmly. I like this. Oh, some beautiful barrages going in, just forcing all of these railguns and missile batteries back and back. Sniping that base runner even. So Garm is sitting in the lead in terms of artifacts at 2-2. Both players still on full 3 location economies. Garm, however, is in a lot of shit right now. He has pretty much no units on the field. He does have a cruise missile, which can cause a large problem for these siege cruisers, which are rather slow, and if they stop to unload the barrages, a single cruise missile can pop them pretty easily. Garm has spotted them. Is that what he's going to do? I would like to see a cruise missile take care of these. What has he got in production? There's something that's pretty slow to build. Nothing by the looks of it. Maybe that's a research. Oh, the barrage is cleaning up Garmulator's main almost completely. Looks like he wants to answer this with just his carrier. Oh, and the cruise missile whiffs big time. Oh, that was not good. Shunting power into armor and repairs to try and keep these railguns. Why does production tab show nothing? It looks like he's building a battle cruiser or something. Because he wants to get his carrier on top of these. He is building a battle cruiser. I knew it. Oh boy, 2 battle cruisers. Beautiful. We got to check this out. This is awesome. Battle cruisers versus siege cruisers. 2 battle cruisers and a carrier will destroy 3 siege cruisers pretty darn easily. One of them already goes down. Carrier is going to tank damage all day. He's going to start eating Knef missile fire as well. Popping that smoke, which isn't going to do anything against Knef missiles. Even popping out a couple of railguns, which he's going to put onto the high ground here. Get his battle cruiser forward, keep these railguns back, and he should be able to deal with this pretty well. Yeah, there goes that second siege cruiser. Oh man, but not before it cleans up all of those railguns and puts the hurt on these battle cruisers as well. Holy smokes, these siege cruisers are doing extremely well. This is how you want to use them. They're a battle cruiser first and an artillery piece second. They have the worst barrage in the game, but their direct fire missiles are absolutely savage. Boom! Both of those battle cruisers go, or both of those siege cruisers go down. And now it looks like we have got a serious showdown here in the center of the crater. What an absolutely nuts game. Mass interceptors pouring their fire into the carrier, while a battle cruiser and a cruise missile look to close the deal. Oh my lord, a couple of railguns, another shot or 2 from the railguns, and oh lord, look at how close this is. Both carriers with a sliver of health. However, Catharsis needs to be very careful. I mean, he is flanking with a bunch of skimmers, cleaning up all of Garm's economy, but oh lord, 2 volleys from a battle cruiser. Oh my god, both carriers died. What the fuck? Oh my lord, that was such a good ending. What a game. So, Garm killed Catharsis' carrier like seconds before his own carrier exploded. What a fucking epic last battle. Oh my god, that was so good. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I did. Smash that thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. All that good stuff. And I will see you guys for the next game.